on in. Good to see you, Ashley. Good to see you. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Yeah, what's up, Jalen? Good to see you. Good to see you. Come on in. Come on in. What's up, brother?
What's good, my boy?
Working man, I see you.
Yeah, boy, I be tired, but it is. You gotta get that money somehow.
Yes, sir. How you living?
Shit, I ain't gonna say no bad, but my bad. I'm good, man. I'm just happy to see you, bro. I ain't seen it been a little minute.
Look, I'm ready to jump into this. Guys, first off, welcome everybody to Beneath the Surface. This is my podcast. It's
Bro.
here, Instagram. Look, we are going to go live. We're going to do this deep. Good to see you, Ashley. Good to see you, everybody.
Good to see you, Miss Junior.
It's kind of cool to do this the day after my 30th birthday with somebody that I got to meet. His freshman year, technically my sophomore year. But introduce yourself, man. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from,
Well,
who your cousin is.
Yeah, for those who don't know me, I am Desmond Hope. I'm also a fall 20 initiate of the Untouchable Upsilon chapter of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity at Livingstone College, and I'm also 2021-2022 Mr. Junior at Livingstone College. I was highly announced to be the Mr. Phi Beta Sigma as well. I'm standing on a platform of breaking barriers to become a better you, because in life, there's going to always be things meant to hold you down. Without prosper and dedication, you can never overcome the obstacles. Again, I'm Desmond Hope, and it's nice to meet you all. I can't wait to get in this topic.
Woo! Okay. So let's dive right into this. Let's go right back to freshman year while you grew up, and I ain't mad at you. Get to eat on.
I ain't gonna even tell you what I'm eating on. You can be mad at me.
So let's get right into this, man. We met freshman year. Tell me, freshman and transfer week. How was it? Tell everybody how was it first. How was it for you? We just gonna get right into that.
I'm gonna tell y'all now. When I came to the Stone as a freshman, not even just a freshman coming to Gastonia, going into high school, I wasn't really thinking about college. I changed my mindset while I was in high school, and I changed it for better. So coming here, not knowing I was really gonna go to college, and seeing how it was, and then it was just an experience of a lifetime. Especially that was before COVID, when everybody was just striving, things were just fun, activities after activities, events after events, yard after yard. Like, man, it was just going crazy on the Stone. Like, man, every day it was just something new, something exciting, and it was just a perfect fit for me. Like, I just knew I was gonna love it. And then one day, I'm just walking around on the campus. It's like a little dark, a little late. You know where I'm going.
Go ahead, tell the story.
Yeah. Appreciate that, Soul Roar. But now, one day, I was walking on the campus as I normally do, because, freshman week is a good vibe on campus. I just wanted to walk around and get to enjoy my campus while I came before the schoolwork came, at least. So I'm walking around, and I see this guy just sitting by himself. Like, he's just sitting there. And, like, I'm chilling because I'm with my friends. They was like, who is that? I was like, I don't know. He just sitting there. He's staring. So I was like, man, I'm going to go talk to him, because I'm always the type to go talk to somebody. Like, I might not know you, but I'm at least speak. That's just me. I'm an outgoing person. I'm talkative. I like to talk. That's my thing. I'm a people person. So I go talk to him. Within 15 minutes of talking to this man, we already in a deep conversation about mama whoopings and about whoopings we used to get when we was a kid. That's how I knew this guy. That's how I knew at least his head was screwed on straight, and he understood. Like, he just, like, I don't know. It's kind of like we come from different backgrounds, but in a way, they kind of was the same. And it kind of came off as he was like a big brother figure to me, man. Just to see how you move, and you was different, and you wasn't about like no drama and stuff. I ain't about no drama. You was about your business, and I love being about my business. That motivated me. And to be successful, man, you got to put yourself around people who has that same mentality. It's not about looks. Brother can have a Ferrari and not even have a positive mindset. It's not even about this social media life. People get mixed up in trying to trick people into thinking they got it in social life, but really they don't. So it's about being real. And since I met Charles, bro, he been real, bro.
So let me ask you a serious question, because I want to get into your mind a little bit so people can get to know you a little deeper.
For sure.
So of course, yeah, I was sitting there on the bench, and actually, y'all, I was listening to Al Green. I probably was the only one on that campus.
Nah, you were listening to Marvin Gaye, bro.
Oh no, I was listening to Marvin Gaye. I was listening to Marvin Gaye that night.
That's his thing, man.
But what initially made you come over there and say, you know, what's up? What in your mind,
bro,
made you say?
Now you ain't even got to finish the question. I can tell you off the rip. Because before I seen you that day, I been peeped you. You was always to yourself. You ain't never really need a crowd around you, bro. And me, I don't really need a crowd around me either. Like, I love being a people person, but you showed me that, like, bro, you can be independent, get your work done. But honestly, you triggered in my mind that getting that homework done, getting that schoolwork done, and flexing with your grades, bro, that's just cool. That's cool. That's what's cool to me, honestly, bro. You can have all the money in the world. But this dude hosting study sessions with this dude made me really change my mindset. It showed me what's really cool. People can say, oh, you can have all that. You can have all this drip, all this. Man, forget all that, bro. What you up here dripping for if your GPA ain't even a par? You feel me? Like, this man motivated me. I promise you, like, I wasn't even in slacks or nothing. This man wore Stacey Adams every day, just chilling, dressed up in a suit. And I was like, boy, you fly. He thought I was playing. So look at me now. I'm dressed up in suits. It's all about who you surround yourself with, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Charles, you helped me out a lot, bro, and I appreciate that.
Bro, I appreciate you because, you know what, a lot of people didn't understand. Well, you knew after me, you had that long conversation was.
They did.
I had just, you know, me and you had that conversation that night, and I looked dead at you, and I said, bro, I'm here on this campus after losing my mom and my niece. So really, bro, and so you caught on. And so it was really cool for you to catch on to that. And so that dialogue,
for sure.
You know, that appreciation. And one thing I can say about you, I never forget my mom's birthday. It was the first year. I didn't answer the phone for nobody. This dude comes to my room, and I knew he was not leaving my room until I opened that door. He knocked and knocked and knocked. And I said, okay, he's a real one. He's a real brother. Like, he's just, and me and him just hung out that day. And he's like, bro, I'm not about to leave you by yourself because I know how you feeling.
But trust me, bro. Like, I know it's like, bro, I cannot put in words explaining how it is to losing a parent. But man, along the way, bro, I have lost like 2 brothers along the way, and not even to mention best friends. So we all got a story. But the way that you keep grinding, the way you keep hustling, the way you keep yourself in school, the way you keep yourself motivated, that motivates me, bro. And my motivation just gonna motivate you back, bro. Like, I got you, man. For sure, bro.
Yeah. So all throughout that time, if y'all didn't see us on campus together, people found every day we hung out. We fought for Tubman Hall. We fought for that Tubman.
I'm telling you, like, man,
did we not? We from Mr. Brown office to Dr. Lewis. Look, y'all.
We fought hard.
Fought hard to get them study sessions.
They thought we was gonna be in the success center. We want Tubman.
No, we want Tubman. And the crazy thing about it, hopefully he's still on here, but having Justin and Quentin and Charlie and those guys in there, people don't understand. We had real life conversations about black men and black relationships and how to get through this college thing as men. Because even at 30, it's not easy. At 30, at 18, 19, 20, it's not
21,
easy.
It ain't easy, you know?
The struggle it's not easy at all, and the struggle is difficult. But let's get into, you know, those black men that we used to talk about. You know, one of my favorites is Nat Turner. You know, I like the Rebels. But let's talk about, you know, some of that stuff we used to talk about in Tubman. You know, those things about those black leaders that we look up to. I'm going to let you go ahead. I'm going to run and grab my charger right quick, y'all. Give me a brief second.
Take your time, man. Hey, we like to say we appreciate everybody hopping on this live. Send it to your friends. Send it to whoever. We can go over the topics. Y'all want to come up, or mentions by people like public speakers who used to be here, and depending on how things would be, how would it be if they were still here? Like, y'all can pop up with questions if y'all want. We're here.
All right, bet. Let's get back into this. So let's talk about.
I'm gonna start off with, you know, the main one. When people say public speakers that are past and better, I'm gonna go with the main name and topic. How would you feel how society would be if Dr. King and Mr. X himself was still alive? Actively.
You know, I mean, you have had this conversation probably. And we have agreed and disagreed. I'm going to be honest. And it's good to, and you know I'm a Malcolm X lover, but
Respect.
I do understand Dr. King. I do understand the peaceful side of it. But one thing that me and you talked about is learning our history and understanding it and appreciating it. That we as black men have to appreciate the black men that came before us.
Right. It's only right, man.
And
only
if they were here, how much the black community would be different. I think for us, because
oh, my fault. Go ahead, brother.
Because you got to think they didn't take them out until they started talking about black folks having their own businesses, having their own schools, having their own grocery stores. You see, when you have that different mentality, that's when people want to take you out.
Yeah.
And that's the appreciation that I got to grow with you. It's the mentality that you have with saying, hey, I want to do more. I want to dig deeper. I want to have my own business. I want to have generational wealth. And those are things that they were taught. Those are the things that they were taken out. That's why I got this shirt on. Because each one of these people that I have, the Breonna Taylors, they were taken out because the mom. So go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead and tell
me. He done got me thinking, boy. Golly, and got me thinking. That's deep, bro. Well said. Very well said, man. But honestly, I feel like definitely our culture would definitely hold, like, people would treat it as, like, our own would treat it as if they believe that we are actually kings and queens out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? People
that's beautiful.
People wouldn't just go out here and just go out any type of way, like how they going out here. People wouldn't just make themselves known in any type of way. I feel like people would think less of social media as if, like, flexing and all this. I feel like, to be honest, if you want to be honest, I feel like if they were still around, man, honestly, music will honestly probably be different as well, man. Like, actually, like, hitting the people different. Instead of just rapping about drugs, guns, people would actually be honest. Before all this Black Lives Matter stuff, I feel like more of these black empowerment artists would have been making more black empowerment songs. Like, if we being honest, like, people would talk about less guns and drugs and focus on how we can build as a community ourselves. Like, I feel like a lot of that. Not only that, I feel like, like, just like when you go outside, you would want to just treat yourself different, because, like, you would see that we got these leaders out here leading by example for the right reasons. So why would I just come out here and just have do it and not care, like, just to waste my time when I can be actually living up to what my ancestors lived up to, stand up for what they stand up to, and not just settle for less, man.
And not walk past your own brother and sister. And I think that's the one thing that we have started to do. But I think in the eyes of seeing the George Floyds and seeing these type of people, we have to start realizing again, wait a minute, we got to stop walking past our own brother and sister.
What's good, Sam?
Especially, what's up, Sam? Good to see everybody. Especially if you're a black business owner, please treat your brother and sister with the respect. Thank you. Because we gotta have that dialogue. We gotta be able to have that growth and have that dialogue. But we have to appreciate each other. It has to be an appreciation for each other. And people always say, are these the things y'all talk about privately at the HBCU? We just don't party and turn up and get we have a good time. But we have these deep conversations. These are real conversations that we talk about.
Right. On an daily basis.
And how to treat each other. Yeah. And one of the things that I never forget, you asked me, we were walking on campus.
What's up?
And you looked at me and you said, man, let me ask you something. And you said, how do you walk with your head held high with what you've been through? And I looked at you and I said, because I got to help my next brother and sister. Because I got to help the next person. And that's the appreciation that we got to have for each other. Is that every one of us that are black, that believe it, we are all servants of somebody. Somebody serves somebody else. How you think you get soul food? Soul food didn't just get here.
Right. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about
it. And let's just be real. And I know people, why you got to go all the way back to the black star, the black.
Listen, bro. Okay, look. On that, since we're at that part, since people want to talk about why you got to go all back. Okay, bro. Okay, say you just got shot and somebody just put this little Band-Aid on top. You think you're going to survive, bro? Like, you think that's going to make it all right? Like, yeah, you gonna have a scar, like, but like, you think that little Band-Aid just gonna fix like everything, bro? Like, let's be real, man. Like, let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it, Charles. Let's not even beat around the bush.
And that's why I love the Nat Turner. People go like, why you love Nat Turner? Because what they did to him was they made him manipulate the Bible, but what he ended up doing was using the Bible for his own good. And he started to say, hold on. And he got to that eye for an eye book in the Bible. And I know people say, well, you know, Jesus came, but it's in there. And he said, wait a minute. Y'all taking us out. Hey, it says it. And people get mad at that, but that's the history of what happened. The Booker T. Washingtons, those things. You have to talk about those people. You have to talk about Harriet Tubman. You can't talk about a black woman.
Without a doubt, bro. Harriet Tubman ain't just Harriet Tubman, bro. For all you young women out there, Harriet Tubman is a queen. I don't want to hear none of y'all say anything less. This woman did what some men couldn't do. That is a queen. She did not settle for less. And if you got in her way, she will walk through you. She didn't settle for less because she is a queen. Don't play with her. You feel me?
You can't talk about this blackness without talking about before who came before us.
Ooh, man.
You have to talk about all the blackness. Nelson Mandela. We got to talk about him.
Bro, come
all the
talk about it. Talk about it, bro. Talk about it, bro.
Y'all forget.
Let me sit up.
Nelson Mandela owned people putting him in prison. Let's just go back to if y'all just didn't know.
You see how ex people did him? They got scared, bro. Terrified. Because when you got a certain mindset, okay, you can have your old ways. But when certain people see that you change from your old ways and actually you becoming in a better person, so that better person, if you're going to be honest, you're going to be real. Let's not be around the bush. No, I changed my ways because this is what they doing and this is what they doing. And certain people don't like that, so they try to get you out for it. And you see how things play out. It's just sad. Like, people be talking about how cops killing black folk, but at the same time, we turn our own self down.
We'll kill each other.
They say they have nothing to do. They say that has nothing to do with it. Like Black Lives Matter. Okay, why? First off, man, do y'all not understand? Like, we could be stronger as one. Y'all too worried about beef and all this social media stuff. And if y'all say like it's just beef over something, man, that beef most likely came from some social media or some form of fashion of it. People not liking each other over social media, haven't even met each other a day in their life. Like, people on social media unfollowing people they think they don't like, don't even know their personalities for real. Just because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people so blinded by the eye. When all this, if we're being real, all this stuff just temporary. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it, sir. I hear your tone.
Like,
I hear your tone.
I'm telling you, man, like, I wish so much, like, when it's crazy because you can actually, okay, walk into a neighborhood, walk into a brother, like, hey, what's up, my brother? How you doing? What's up? Where you from, bro? I'm like, I ain't from nowhere, brother. You feel me? That's just how it is. Like, just showing that love. Some people ain't even used to that, and it's just sad. Like, sometimes, you know, like, and then when you do see us as a unit, it's like, bro, what the world? That's how it was when I came to Livingstone, bro. Like, every time I walk past somebody, it's like, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm doing good. How y'all doing? You feel me? Like, it just felt like family. Like, you feel me? And that's why I'm staying at the Storm my 4 years. You feel me? I ain't even changing it. Like, I'm a junior, Mr. Junior at that, the Mr. Junior at that. So, like, that's why I'm staying. And then wherever I go after master schools, I do that whenever the time comes.
So throughout our time at Livingstone, man, we've been able to grow together and, you know, been able to become leaders on our campus. This was before the SGA, before the Mr. Junior. We was leaders on campus, and just helping out. Shout out to Mr. Brown. Shout out to Mr. Brown.
Big shout out.
Big shout out to Mr. Brown. But
Mr. Brown, bro, he helps out so much, bro. It's not even okay, bro. For the people who have this, I know this is a little misconception about him. I'm gonna go ahead and clear that now. If you're willing to help out somebody, and do you realize they're not willing to help you out, you can put your foot all the way out there, but at the end of the day, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't always get it to drink. So don't just go thinking about people picking favorites. Nobody's picking favorites. If you really got the mindset and you want to go get it, you're going to have the right person that's going to help you go get it. But if you're not meeting them halfway, don't get mad when they start backing away from that because they see that you're not really trying to live up to your full potential. Like, for me, like, it got to the point where Brown will let me know if I'm slacking, like, and I appreciate that. Charles will let me know if I'm slacking, and I appreciate that. My fraternity will definitely let me know if I'm slacking, and I appreciate that so much. If you surround yourself with winners, you can have a mindset of one. So I just refuse to lose. You feel me? I don't care how bad it gets. I refuse to lose.
I have to ask you this too, because I'm really getting into your mind so people can know the type of brother you are.
What's up?
What in the world made you get on board with me with this study group? Because when I came and told you the idea, I was like, "Hey, look, bro, they not."
You talking about the study sessions?
Yeah. What made you get on board with it and say, "Look, all right, this bro trying to do something different. Let me get on." What made you? Because I've been wanting to ask these questions, but I think, you know what? I'm just gonna wait.
I'm telling you, I could tell you no hesitation because I already know, like, bro. What really made me, bro, I'm leading by example, bro. Stepping out of your comfort zone and leading by example. Because, you know, when I came to the Stone, I was just chilling, like to dress up, just chill, you know, work out, do sports. But now I'm stepping more out my like boundaries or whatnot. It's just like, bro, the sky's the limit. I ain't got no boundaries no more. Like, I could do it all. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to keep doing more and more. But that was like leading by example. And I was like, just getting to the Stone. Ain't know too much, but showing that I could host a study section and actually help people alongside with my brother, that just showed, like, man, stepping up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, especially towards the end of the year when a lot of people like to come in last minute and there be too many computers. And
midterms and finals.
And we actually hosting the study session as if it was like some big old school event. It was just like showing that. And then people always texting me, like, asking me, hey, when you gonna do the next study session? Or like, hey, I need help studying, and actually be willing to study and do work, and I can complete mine as well. It just made me want to move different. It showed me more that, man, these Jordans ain't all that, man. You know what I'm saying? It showed me that, oh, looking cool on campus, that ain't all that. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. I always just wanted to have my name heard the right way, to do it the right way. And being able to help out like that, can't beat it. So I seen that. It showed me you willing to lead by example, bro. I got your back. You feel me?
Yeah, because we was literally, it was lunchtime, and yes, we was hanging out, and I came to you, I was like, hey, man, I got an idea. I'm going to go to Mr. Brown. I don't know if you want to be on board with me. I was like, look, I'm going to try to get them to leave Tubman open till midnight, 12:30.
Right.
Would you be on board with me to go with you? You said, hey, yeah, man, let's do it. Let's try it. And yes, we had to go through hell. We had to go through.
It was a lot to get through that.
It was. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. We had to go through hell to just get this building open to 12:30, but we got it open, and it was an accomplishment. And I think they saw, okay, there are students out there that's trying to do more, and that's why I try to tell students at Livingstone and at every institution, if you step out and want to do more, your institution ain't got no choice but to tell you yes. Because eventually, they going to get tired of you asking. They going to get tired of you asking to leave that daggone library open till midnight. That's why you got to continue to fight and fight.
If you really want don't,
because they work for us. The institution work for us. We go there for, we ain't just there writing checks and I'm just going to keep it real. They work for us, so you got to fight for this stuff if you really want it. So let's get into something we both love. Let's get into the sports. Let's get into the sports. Of course, you did run track, and now you're playing football.
Yeah, I was with football. How football worked out, I was doing football well. Coming around sophomore year, earned a good role on first team at corner. I'm a DB, love defense. You know what I'm saying? I could catch the ball like the juke people, but I'd rather hit somebody in their face. You feel me? We in football mode. I like to play like that. It's football. And then they sent us home during COVID. So when we came back around for school. So I decided right now I'm decided just to hold my eligibility and focus on what I can do, to focus on career-wise while I'm here, get my bachelor's of science here at Livingstone College. So that's why I'm just shooting for the stars, like Mr. Junior, anything I could do academically, anything I could do like that. So whenever I graduate.
Now, let me be clear. Next time you be daggone getting on my last nerves and you run down the hallway, I'm just going to trip you next time before you run. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm just tripping you next time.
If you was ever in the class with me and Charles, I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
How we are right now, that's how we act when we together. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
This dude sat beside me in Spanish class. Bro, we in college Spanish. Come on, man. You know, bro. Getting on each other's nerves the whole time. Yeah, look, we used to come back from the cab together, right? One day it was hot, blazing. This dude he used to always have these jars of fill up his jar of drink. He had some fresh Kool-Aid from the cab, and then cool. Trust me, the cat will get right. So we had some fresh Kool-Aid from the cat. We took the Spanish, and we just chilling and all that. We goofing around. We started messing with each other.
Is this when you spilled it?
Next thing you know, Kool-Aid spilled, and he got red Kool-Aid on some white cement floors. Man.
Wait. Did you, no. Clarify your story right quick. Clarify. I got the Kool-Aid on the floor.
I think it was me who knocked down, but we both was playing.
Okay.
Was he trying to chase me or something, bro?
No, I was trying to have something to drink, and you just kept kicking. I said, man, he gonna knock it over, and you just had to knock it over.
Man. I was trying to adjust my legs in the chair, bro.
What was that professor name that we had? It was not this boy out at the time. It was the other professor.
The guy?
It was yeah.
Vallejo.
He was so mad. He
said look at that. But he couldn't do nothing because we was smart, bro. We knew everything. In class, we was always having our homework done first. Like, I promise you, it was like a competition, try to get the best grade. I was like, bro, what you make, bro? How you make that, bro? How do I get a point less?
You had me so you had me so mad. I'm not even
professors had to watch how they graded our season, bro, because I was finna see if my grade was near his or better.
Hold on, outside of the fact that you did get mad at me because I had to leave your English class. I keep trying to tell you that wasn't my fault.
Nah,
you were so mad.
Listen, we had the best ever English teacher, bro. My first semester at Livingstone. The best English teacher ever. She will break everything down for you, and you will totally understand it. That's what you need. And she was awesome. And then second semester, Charles was in there for like what, a week or 2 weeks, like smooth. I thought we were straight. Next thing you know,
I was gone.
Schedule. I was like, man.
No.
I still passed the class, but man, I miss my dog in that class. It was
I know. But yeah, man, you're gonna be playing football. I know track. You know I'm a diehard Laker fan, so you know I'm not even watching the playoffs.
You know he loved. Oh yeah,
you know
he's a
diehard
Laker. Everybody say, but I promise you, he's a diehard Laker. I'm not even like in the NBA and stuff. Like, I love football and all that. I love it so much that I ain't even got a favorite NFL team. There's so many good athletes. Why would I pick a team unless I'm drafted? Think different. But yeah, he a diehard Laker because listen, he was talking about Lakers.
I'll talk about.
Rest in peace and soul, but well before the accident of Kobe and Gigi. So rest in peace, their souls. But this man, I know for a fact, that's when I definitely knew you was a Lakers fan, bro. He cut everybody off that day, bro. I was hurt, but he was devastated.
I was devastated, boy. And I was working in the RA office.
You had like a baby picture of you in a Lakers jersey, I think. Something you showed me
I
as
did.
a kid.
I did.
I was like,
I had a baby. Yeah. That was
that was Lakers. It don't get no more Lakers than a Laker.
So let's close with this, man, because I appreciate you doing this.
I mean, we could listen live. If y'all bro, I'm trying. We will be out here all night.
All night. If I didn't have
this is a typical phone call. It's not even like a live right now to me, bro. It's like a phone call, bro. I promise you.
So let's talk about your thoughts. It's been a year. About over a year. Your thoughts after, year after George Floyd, because I think me and you spoke, a couple days right after that, and, we were both hurt, because it felt like a brother, our uncle. Honestly, tell me your thoughts, after a year.
First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, George Floyd. Rest in peace to all the ones who have fallen to incidents they really didn't need to fall in. And sending multiple blessings to their family, because I can only imagine if one of my family members had went through something like that, I wouldn't know how to react. So rest in peace to their souls, and many praise up to them. But first and foremost, bro, like, it's just so sick, bro. Like, because, like, honestly, I work at Sam's Club. So, I'm going to be real. I'm not just reading people by their cover, but I can put in the place of who might greet me this way and who might greet me a certain type of different way, if you know what I'm saying. That's how the labels on it. But it's sad that people, and then for the people who just try to just jump on the story just because they are that type of person and say, oh, he was a criminal, he was this. Okay, whether he was, I'm looking at y'all saying whether he was a criminal or not, they did not follow cop code violations into any of that when arresting him. You should not apply pressure on anyone's neck especially if they're not resisting arrest, bro. And you would think if somebody jerking and foaming out the mouth, you would release. But for the cops who was there, you dirty, you dead wrong, and you scary, and you hiding behind your badges. Like I say it straight up. That was wrong, and I still say it's wrong. And the people need to start standing up and stop being bystanders, man. People need to go take stuff like this to the board. Stuff like this happen all the time that go undocumented. Stuff like this happen all the time that don't go to the headquarters they should. Cameras get shut off all the time. People get pulled over in certain places that a regular person really shouldn't be needing to get pulled over at times. And cops go out looking for certain things that they really don't have no business needing to look for. And if we want to be real, how do you think all these people getting their stuff in the streets? How do you think prisoners are always getting these drugs and stuff? Like, you got these crooked cops, and really crooked cops need to end, honestly. If you're going to be a cop, stand up for the right reason. Don't be hiding behind your badge because you can get by things just because you can speed off at a light and stuff thinking it's cool. It's not. You're not proving nobody nothing. You wasting your position of a cop. You're not standing up. You're not leading the community at all. It's just sad. Because when I ain't gonna lie, growing up, I wanted to be the cop. Like as a kid, like, you know, you see them cop movies, you know what I'm saying, see those badges, uniforms, you like, probably till like I was like 6, honestly. I was like, man, I think I want to be a police officer, Mom. And they always saying from your parents, well, if you do that, I still love you and all this. But you don't want to do that. It was always like something like that. And I was always wondering why. But as I grow up, the more and more I seen, and the experiences I had with cops, the good and the bad, like I had some really bad experiences with cops that I really had no reason to have experiences like that. And it just shows that, like, people are crooked. Like, right now, like, I know, like, for like 3-4 years, I lived in a city where I promise you, 75% of their cops was crooked. I'm not even lying. Most people don't even know this story, but I don't mind coming alive and talking about it. One time, like, my family, well, we are generous people, and there was this one homeless man, he needed help. So it looked like he ain't shouting forever. So what my family did, we took the time to help him set himself up, got him a haircut, took him showers, let him live on the side of the house. Like, we had a little setup for him and everything, keep him dry, had a roof over his head and everything for about 2 months. And then one day, he come with a TV, and we told him, like, look, we love you, but we know you ain't just buy that TV. You know what I'm saying? So, so he returned the TV, and then they say, you know, cops say they're looking for the guy. And then we tell them that, well, we really don't know where he is. And they say, no, they just burst in the house. They threw a flashbang. Look, this is in the middle of the day. They threw a flashbang in the house. It landed right on my dad's hand. And it just it messed his hand all the way up to the white meat, like all the way up. They flipped couches. They pointed guns at my brother's head, like literally pointing them. It was just horrible over a TV that wasn't even at our house, and that we been did the right thing to tell it to go away, like to tell the guy to go away with it. And then it just showed like they ain't even take the time out to ask questions, to do everything. As soon as they open the door, oh, no, this and that. And then my brother was so scared and shocked, like, when as soon as they opened the door, all he seen was a gun to his face, so they tried to shut the door. They kicked it, talked with everybody they seen, held a gun. I'm not even talking about actually just hold it. You can hold a gun to somebody's head, but these guys was actually pushing guns to their head. Like, you could probably, like, if you moved it, you probably could see an imprint. Like, you know how you laying down for a while? For example, stuff like that. And it's just so sickening that you would have a whole town who would let stuff like that slide, who would let people just still be racist and think it's cool, who would let people just run around with these big old trucks yelling at people, thinking it's cool, like making stuff like that's all right. That's not safe. It ain't never been cool. For all of y'all who think crooked minds is cool, you're not, because at the end of the day, you got to see the man above. So if you can repent all you want, but if you ain't even change your ways, what's the point of you repenting? Like, you want to, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
people don't
good.
a lot of people don't even know my story, but stuff like that made me want to just grind so hard.
Good.
That when the next time they see me, that I promise you, they gonna wish they never did me like that, because I'm outdo them in everything I can. I got so much potential, and I refuse to I just refuse, bro. I refuse to let that stuff go by. I refuse to be stuck in the hood. I refuse to not live up to my potential. Like, man, I just can't. It's like this motor in me that just keep throbbing because of what I've been through. Like, I don't look like nothing I've been through, but I promise you, it's not even the end yet. Like, stuff like that made me want to be better than staying in the hood, because if I seen it like that and see, like, even if you are doing your right thing, things can go wrong. I understand that, but why put yourself in a situation for things to go that way in the first place? So stuff like that just made me want to get my mom out of situations like that. Like, because nobody have to deal with nothing like that ever. That's facts.
So, and y'all, he said that to me literally privately. Everything that he just said privately, publicly, he said to me privately. And so,
yeah,
and that's why I asked him.
I've been told you about the incident with them cooking.
And so, and me and you, and my response to that was, because I totally agree with him, because as black men and black women, we have to come to respect each other and acknowledge each other and understand that we do go through the same struggles. We do go through the same hardships.
Man, just in different strays. Like,
and it was Rodney King all over again.
Right.
And people might say, well, why the riots and why the protests and why this? And I told you this. I said, we cannot quote Dr. King and say Dr. King without us listening to Dr. King.
Right.
Dr. King said, the riots and protests and looting is the cries of the unheard. And when you go and not hear somebody, that's why black parents, you need to hear your child when they say they want to be something. I got to talk to my parents tonight. I'm sorry. Parents, listen to your children. If they saying they want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, whatever, listen
Encourage
to them.
They help them. If you
they're not just talking. They're not just talking just to be taught. Listen to them. Because if they go unheard, somebody else gonna listen to them. And then it might not be you.
And sometimes it might not be the right person.
Hello. And so I said that. And so people are like, well, why they losing? Because when you get tired of being sick and tired of seeing something,
eventually you explode. Like, we're humans,
My mother used to tell me, when enough is enough, enough is enough. When you done had enough of seeing the same thing, you gonna retaliate.
Right.
So you couldn't get upset. So I said, and so I said this. I said, until everybody can have a seat at the table, then guess what? You ain't gonna listen to nobody. These cops gotta come to the table and listen to black folks, brown folks, Asian folks. You gotta listen to these folks.
They got something. Some of them need to listen to their own kind. If we
own kind. And here's the other issue that I had, and I'm just gonna step on some toes. Right. Black cops. You cannot be a black cop and see the bad go on and not say nothing. You got to say something for us. And I don't care. I don't care if you're not from the hood, if you ain't from the ghetto, if you done left. You still got to speak up for your own.
Right.
I'm sorry for all the people. I'm in school for political science. I want to be a politician. Guess what? I got to speak up for black people, because when I go to work, when I go do my job, I'm a black man. When I lay down, I'm a black man. So I have to speak for my own people. You have to. You can't just say, oh, well, they're arresting this black man, slamming him. I'm a black brother. I ain't going to say a word. You ain't going to pull out your phone.
You ain't going to do nothing.
You have to say something.
That's fact.
You have to. It's not. If the church can't save everybody. I know for my pastors out here. Yes, the church is good, but we just can't have the church be the stepping stone for everything. Sometimes you need to be the church when you out there with your badge on. Sometimes you got to be the church when you out there teaching, when you out there rapping.
People come to church and then that's the only day they get cleansed. You know what I'm saying? They go right back to their own ways and just like, okay, I'm back to church now. New me, new week, back to church. Same thing. You feel me? Like, what are you doing different? Because when it comes to Judgment Day, but I'm telling you, when you see everything that he sees, and you're going to be like, oh, man, wow, I didn't know you seen that. What you think?
You know what, Des? This is the funny piece about this. And this is why I get upset with black folks all the time, sometimes. This is what they hit us with. I appreciate all black people. You sure? Because if you appreciate all black people, you'll go talk to that young brother that you'll see that may be on the verge of giving up, that may be on the verge of going to jail, but you'll walk past him. Right. Uh-oh. Wasn't that like Jesus and Judas? I ain't gonna get no amens on that. Judas was sitting at the table with Jesus. But
Right.
you go tell on him, look at this black man here. Look at him standing on the corner. And you walking past him. You walk right past him. Instead of you helping the brother.
Well, ask him how's day going. Shit. Oh, my fault.
Instead of helping the young brother.
Ain't coming out. But nah,
instead of helping the young brother, you'll decide, well, he ain't no church folk. You know, he ain't part of my kind. You know, I'm just going to walk past him.
Well, people don't know it's about the church. A lot of people in the church be social media life living. That's all I'm going to say on that topic.
You know, they
be social media life living. And,
you know, and can I be honest? That's why I really appreciate you, because instead of you walking past me, because what people didn't realize was a lot of people, like you said, I stayed to myself until I talked to you. And the reason was because I was like, well, who the world am I supposed to go to? I'm 29 years old. Who can help me out here? What other grown person out here?
Yeah, but it's about mentality, man.
Exactly. And you said, hold on. I'm not going to keep walking past this brother and acknowledge the conversation.
And something I promise you can ask Charles, bro. Let somebody say something about my brother in this suit. Like, I promise, I wasn't playing about that. I'm like, dang, man. Oh, you talk about him in his suit. He fly. What you doing, like, you know, with the same, you know, your hosey jeans, you sagging, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even got a belt for yourself.
You would.
You know what I'm saying?
You would.
You got a belt, you got a string, but I promise you, I will break it down inch by inch, like, no crazy stuff, but don't play with a young black man trying to be successful. Like, hello.
But,
like, people be so blinded, man. Like, you trigger me I promise you trigger me for a lot of things, man.
But you acknowledge that. You acknowledge that, hey, I'm not going to continue to walk past this brother. And that's the one thing that I always try to do on campus. I remember you used to look at me and be like, bro, you speak to everybody. Because I try not to walk past nobody without a, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. You start doing the same thing.
I promise you, man. You never know what somebody's going through.
Never know. You might be that person. Right. Exactly. To pull them along from the edge and say, you know what, you got another thing to live for. Right. You never know. That's why it's good to have a smile. Even when I was having a bad day, they was like, hey, you having a bad day and you still smiling.
I know
somebody else. I said, because I used to look at you and say, bro, somebody might be having a worse day than me. So I can at least smile for the little bit that I have.
Facts. Even if people don't speak back, just smile and wave. I promise you. You see me doing that on campus, bro. I promise you, it started from being around Charles my freshman year. Not an inch after, not an inch before.
And this would kill me, Des. This would kill me with folks.
What's up?
Well, you know, he got it out. You know, folks get you. Well, he got it all together. That's why he smiled like that. No, I ain't got it all together. I'm jacked up, messed up to the floor. I got some demons in my closet that I got to deal with every day. So before you say I got it all together, come look at some demons in my closet and you'll be quite surprised.
Nobody, to me, in my eyes, nobody gonna really ever have it all together, if I'm being honest. Because you still gonna deal with some stress, still gonna deal with boredom. If you're in a relationship, it can be 30 years, you still gonna deal with relationship problems where her end not meeting your end, and y'all just different conversations. At the end of the day, ain't nobody gonna be perfect. And that stone been stamped long before we was a twinkle in the eyeball. Like, you feel me? So at this point, like, all you can do is try to be the better version of yourself. That's why I'm breaking barriers, man. I'm telling you, to become a better you. Break those barriers, man. Because if I wasn't breaking barriers to step out to speak to people, to ask them how they doing, hello, if I wasn't breaking barriers to stop wearing Jordans and all these Yeezys and start actually wanting to dress up with some Stacy's and wear a suit like a young black man, like the young black man I am. Like, I'm telling you, like, them barriers would have still been around me and just been buried. I probably, just been right there. And I probably wouldn't have been able to step out, like, as I am now.
So let me ask you a real serious question here. And you can tie this into what you've been a part of, the best fraternity, Phi Beta.
The best
fraternity Incorporated.
Yeah. Stop playing. Don't get me talking about my frat. What's up?
So let's get into a little personal question. Because you're an uncle, just like me. How did your steps in leadership. I'm gonna say steps in leadership. Help you. How did that part play a role with you being an uncle? Because you being an uncle, that plays a big role into your school leadership, into you growing. So how did you being an uncle saying, you looking at your nieces and nephews saying, I need to do better for them. Man. So let me do this. Let me show them more of this. Tell me that. Because I know you love being an uncle like I do. So I gotta get into this.
I do. Like, I've been an uncle. Honestly, you gotta think about it. Like, my sister got kids, so and they're like, she got god kids too that are older than me. So I was an uncle when I came out. Like, I was like 6 years old getting called an uncle by 13-year-olds. Like, I'm not even playing with y'all. Like, all my life, like, I've been younger than people, but I always had an older figure. That's why my mindset not really just about small temporary things. Like, I gotta think long term. I gotta think, because my nephew, he's getting older now. He's like 14. He's grown up. And he's starting to get into working out like how I was. And I'm telling you, this is first year in high school, bro. Like, I was like, bro, if you really want to play sports, get in touch with me, because your GPA is what's gonna carry you into college. That's what's gonna bring you more scholarship money. I'm telling you.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
It's not, bro. You can be the best athlete. You can be a LeBron James. You got a 2.5. You can go. So don't expect be going to these D1 colleges, bro. All these workouts, that's cool and all that, but make sure you're handling your academics, because mentally we need that. In our community, we definitely need that. Like, you can be. I'm telling you, that's why you think I started holding my eligibility, because I started realizing things. I can still exercise. I can do that all the time, but I want my mind to grow as a man, bro. Like, as a man, I know I still got more things to learn, and I'm trying to learn them as fast as possible, because life can keep on moving. And then what I can learn and I can pass down to them, like, I'm trying to have generational wealth. And if I could teach him that and the steps to get there too at a young age, it's only a matter of time until he actually start putting it into place and start walking them steps, man. And that's another generational wealth. It's like investments, like how colleges, like how certain people invest in you. Like, for example, when we came to the Stone, like, people who was recruiting us that we ain't, like, not even, it wasn't even. The reason I'm gonna fall back on the topic real quick, but the reason why I came for Sigma's the only person, like the only frat, as crazy as it sounds, that wasn't just trying to recruit me, like just telling me that, yo, we want you. They just showed me brother love. They just accepted me as if I was a brother, like a little brother to them. And I seen the events they doing and how they move. Like, that's why I joined the fraternity, because all my life I wanted to be a young, like, growing up in the hood. Like, I promise you, I grew up in the trenches, like. Until I was like 4 to, like, I'm gonna tell y'all, until I was about like 4 to 6.5, I had a big old roof. I had a hole over my room window. When it rained, I put a big old pot under the thing. Like, I'm not even capping y'all. Why y'all think I'm so humble? Like, man, people, just because I seen guns, I seen the drugs, but that showed me where you can be staying. Like, you are what you surround yourself with. You are what you eat, right? If you eating junk food, your body can be built like junk food. Don't be expecting nothing different. And don't even expect your health to be different. And then if you just around people who just doing drugs, dope, who thinking it's cool, they gonna recruit you to that same lifestyle. But if you're around winners and winners thinking that's winning is cool, they gonna recruit you to be a winner. Like, so, like, just seeing them grow, and at the age they're growing at now, like, I promise you, if the thing is, like, seeing how, like, my nephew going in freshman year, if I would have knew what I knew now in freshman year, geez, you feel me? That's what I'm saying. If I can teach them that now.
There you go.
Because we through high school. We know the steps through high school. We know what we should have did in high school. Why not pass that down to the younger generation? That's going to help them out. Because I know I still got some 4 more years at another school that I'm choosing to do myself, because I want to further my education while still playing athletics. You know what I'm saying? So, and I can do that while helping the younger generation get to where they need to be. So when they get there, it's like understandable. People be saying like, oh, I don't see how you doing in college, bro. It's not hard. All you got to do is show up for your classes, do your work, and time management. Okay, if you get homework after a class, and you got like a whole other hour to your next class, and that homework is fresh on your brain, why not knock it out,
bro? Go ahead and do it.
I'm telling you, like, after our class, we used to hurry up and knock out our work right after lunch.
And then study that night, and then study in the evening.
And study that night, or do late homework or do homework for the next day that night. So the next day, all I'm doing is turning my work in, looking good as a student, and it really, like, as often as you start doing it, you would think that everybody else should do it, and you would think that it's a natural thing to do it. And then when other people ain't doing it, you just like, it could be the baddest girl in the room. When she ain't doing, I promise you, if she ain't doing her work, what are you doing? Like, do you need a
Ooh.
study? Do you need help?
Ooh.
Like, I don't care.
I hear you.
You cute, but can you pray? You cute, but can you study? You cute, but can you like help me with my homework? Like, I don't care about y'all looks. I'm gonna tell y'all all that now. You can be a dime. You can be a 10 out of 10. If your mental ain't right, you can keep walking. I don't care about none of that. Like, I'm looking for, like, it's cool. I'm respecting women for queens, yo. And if you settling for less, how you expect to be respected for that? Like, same way y'all want a guy shooting for the stars, y'all gotta shoot for the stars too. It go for everybody. Like, I can't stand for a person just to be slacker, because I ain't got no slacker mindset. I ain't no slacker at all. So if somebody's slacking, don't take offense when I'm trying to call it out, because I'm trying to help you out. That's just, like, I'm trying to help you out. Don't get mad. Don't get mad because, you know, you, like, I'm going to pull you aside and say something to it. Don't take it offense. Because I could have put you on the spot, but I'm trying to help you out.
I hear your tone, sir.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro, I get real when I'm talking, man.
Look. We were supposed to end a few minutes ago, but before we leave, I'm going to ask you this because I love doing this before I get off. Hey, do you have any questions for me? Is there any questions you would like? Yeah, no. What question? You know, is there any questions you would like to ask?
Yes, I'm going to ask a question because you in the best fraternity there is. Don't care who else on this live. I love my frat. So what made you so interested in joining Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated? And then along the way, what was your first interaction with them at Livingstone? Because you do know they run the camp, right?
Oh, wow. Okay, so that's a two-part question.
Yes, sir. I'm listening. You know I'm listening. I'm a DP. I'm listening. To
okay. I'm going to talk about this a little bit because I'm going to let him talk about this a little bit more on the live.
Yeah, I definitely want to talk about it, bro.
When I see him. But it kind of goes back to what I was going through when I got on campus. Like I told you when we met that night, I was actually leaving campus. I was going home. I was dropping out of school, going home. I was dipping. I said, hey, I ain't got to do this. I got a sister that I can go take care of. I can, I done paid for it. I'm done lost the $350. It's all good, but I can leave. Yeah. And so that night, as I'm packing, a Zende pulls up, literally right in front of Unders with Chris, and they just started talking to me, you know, asking me what I was doing, asking me what my name was and things like that, and we just had dialogue. And so with that, you know, after that day, that night, literally, when I knew they really cared was when they called Mr. Brown. Mr. West was down there, and Mr. West looked at me and said, you're here for a reason. You know, I knew I was there at Livingstone for a reason, but I didn't know it. Yeah. You know, I was like, hey, I can go home.
Man. I thought I was just
college. And I wanted to go home. But I knew if I went home, me quitting was not me being successful. Me quitting was me throwing in the towel.
You would have regretted it. You know what I'm saying? You would have regretted it.
And so it was actually really the first day on campus. I'm going to be honest. The first day of class, I wore a suit to class. I wore that Navy suit. I wore the Navy suit. And so I was walking past, going to the cafe, and they just stopped us. They stopped us. It was Smooth and a couple people. They just stopped us. They said, hey, what's up?
Shout out Smooth, man.
Yeah, shout out to Smooth. Shout out to all of them.
Stop his brand, man. Stop his brand. It's called Science Reach on Reality.
So he stopped us. So he stopped us, and he basically was like, what's up? How y'all doing? If y'all need anything, let me know. Hey, we got this event going on. We got this event going on.
He'll put on hard.
And so it was like, all right. I said, all right, cool. But then I started to see, wait a minute. It's more than just they are recruiting us. They really like when I started seeing them say, hey, yeah, they would come up to us randomly. Hey, y'all good? Y'all need anything? Things like that.
Hey, and so I'll offer us, let them like, hey, y'all want to help us with this event? I'm like, heck yeah, let's do that. Let's get our face out there. And we wasn't even thinking about, like, I promise you, we wasn't even thinking about fraternity.
Thinking about it at all.
That was the last thing on my mind.
When I met you and Charlie, and I'm going to be honest publicly, I told y'all, I wasn't thinking, I got to get out of here. I got to get up out of this school in 2 years because I got to get to law school. And I told y'all that. I said I wasn't even. But then we went to an interest meeting together, me, you, and Charlie. We was together. And we said, let's all go together and just see what it was about. And so what really, it was pulling on my heart.
We wasn't going to go. We was going to hold a study session.
Yes, we wasn't going to go. But Mr. Brown called us and asked us, hey, are y'all coming? Do y'all just want to come and just see what it's about? And I said, you know what, let's go.
We'll do that.
We'll do that. Yeah. And
trying to keep our guard up.
So, you know, real quick about my community, going back to my community college days, hopefully he's still on here. One of my brothers from my community college, his name is O'Michael. I'm going to have him on later in the month. But we was in this group called Mister. And basically, you can call that the fraternity of the community college for us that our advisor made.
Yeah.
And so Mister was a minority leadership group for young Black, Latino,
awesome.
Asian. It was just for any male that wanted to be part of it and wanted to do something different in the community and for your community college. And so awesome. I remember him doing that, and I said, this feels like home. This feels like the Mr. Club to me, even though I'm not even part of the fraternity yet. So I just said, okay, I'm going to continue just to listen and hear them out and to learn and just continue to hear them out. And so it was, and then, you know, I hate
to cut you off, but man, with Sigma, I was trying to keep my guard up. But man, everything it just felt like that's what I've been wanting, bro. Like that's what all I needed. I could have joined any other fraternity, but you didn't offer what Sigma helped me grow into. A Sigma man, a businessman, entrepreneur, a positive, like, man.
Look,
like people,
and
like
that was
I'm gonna be real. I'm not saying this. Yeah, my fault. But I'm gonna be real. I'm not saying this because any other fraternity, because they might not have, you know what I'm saying, they might not have just wanted me for me. I'm just saying. But from the other, like, people who was trying to recruit me, for whoever they was, I'm not gonna drop names, but like, it just, I ain't feel the same love, bro. Sigma ain't never come off needy, cause I promise you, Sigma is worldwide. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could have easily went on, but they just showed that brother figure. They showed the brotherhood and the scholarship and the service. That's literally all I was seeing, especially when before the COVID incidents, before you had, like, it was just like active college and going good. They was doing everything the right way, like during the day, get your grades academically, host your rightful events, and when it's time to party, they'll come through and stroll. But it wasn't like everything was just felt right for me, bro.
Now let me say this publicly. Please don't do backflips at your freshman and transfer week the first day that you get on campus.
Let me tell that story. Yeah, I ain't forget. Yeah, that's me. Okay, so listen, first day of college, I told y'all, bro, like, I'm gonna be myself right where I'm at. I don't see myself as no better than nobody, but I like to have fun too. And me coming from where I come from, I'm gonna be real. Okay, so I didn't know nothing about it before when I came to LC. Like, none of my family members. I got one cousin, she was an AKA. But growing up, she ain't never tell me no AKA business because I'm a dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a frat boy. What I need to learn about, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. So I come to school. So the whole Divine Nine on the stage strolling, right? Let's just say I did the time. I didn't know they was strolling. I'm not gonna say I didn't mimic their strolls because I'm not that stupid of a person. Like, no, I thought they was doing their dance. Like, luckily at the time, bro. Luckily, no Sigmas was on the stage. That was God right there, boy. I promise you, it wasn't a single Sigma on the stage, but Brown hosting the event. And let me tell you what happened, bro. So they lit. The whole auditorium going crazy. I looked at my cousin. I was like, bro, I'm about to go TL. I'm about to go hit a flip. My cousin looked at me and told me I was gonna do it. I was like, what? It's lit in here. You crazy? And I know I can do a perfect one. Like, y'all think I'm an acrobat. Well, listen. So I get up there. Like, they strolling. So like, I hit a flip. I don't even know if I went over somebody. Hit a flip. Half people was like, ooh, that was fire. And then one fraternity tried to press me about it. And then, bro, at the time, bro, like, I ain't know too many people at the school, so you was not about to press me. Like, and I promise you, whoever that was, he know, and he could be on this live, he knows that it's a mutual respect now. We got to understand it. But at the time, he could tell you, like, I say it, like, I had some balls to be by myself and to stand up for myself. Like, they'll tell you. because I had one freshman. I was like, bro, like, he was like, don't you ever do that again. I was like, boy, who are you? Like, and then this homeboy come on, he's like, yo, we this and this and that and this and that. I was like, okay, so now I understand. I was like, so in future references, you can address me like that because we both grown men. You know what I'm saying? It's freshman week. We straight freshmen here. What you expect? You thought we was coming to play? We about to turn up.
Now,
yeah, stop playing.
This,
y'all thought I was an
this
idiot.
was a couple days before I met him. I swear.
That was my first day on campus, by the way. First day.
And so I just had to say that for everybody going to HBCUs, please don't hit the backflip your freshman and transfer week.
Yeah, let the frats, because you know what I'm saying, I'm a strong master. Don't get in the way. You know what I'm saying? You know, but we respectful enough. We gonna know, like they know, like, okay, you got certain people who like to flex behind their letters, try to act tough because they got their little letters and they walk around like this all day and stuff. But anyways, but real people like me, I'm gonna know if you're doing it on purpose to be a douchebag, and I'm gonna know if you don't got to understand it. Like if you ain't got an understanding of what's going on, I was that same guy. So who am I to flip on you when I had the same situation? That'd be me being a hypocrite and me not being a grown man. It's different levels. No, we're not mean. Yet we are frat. We like to stay as one. Yes, of course, and it's respectful. We ask, you know, get out the move. Sometimes we do our little chant like move. You know what I'm saying? But it's not out of disrespect. Don't ever take it as disrespect. That's what we do. We was doing it before I got into it. They was doing it before people who brought me through got into it, and before them, that's what we do. We try not to be rude. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna lead the way. You know, depending how turn I am, I'm like, hey, excuse me real quick, we coming through. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we get excited, but hey.
But yeah, to answer the second part of your question.
Yes, sir.
I would be honest. It would be wrong for me to not say you and Charlie as well, because when you guys crossed, you know, I told y'all both, because you know we can talk. We that's a whole nother hour.
Yeah, because as soon as I crossed, bro, I became.
But I told both of you guys, and I can say I told you guys privately to y'all face, and I'm gonna say this publicly. I would love y'all guys unconditionally, even if I didn't join. And this was before I even decided to join.
I would treat you the same way because we was this close even before the fraternity, bro. Before the letter.
And so I told y'all that privately, and I said the same thing right here. And I said I'm gonna love y'all unconditionally because y'all loved me while I was hurt, and I appreciate that, and I respect that, and I honor that friendship, things like that. So that's why, you know, even before I crossed, I said I'm gonna always love them. I'm gonna always respect them. Them always gonna be my brother.
And I been told you, bro. You could have played anything, bro. Me to you, I would still respect you as a man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you made the best decision.
Yeah. So it made the decision a lot easier. It made the decision a lot easier.
Coming in, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Coming in the freshman year, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not saying I wasn't scared, bro. I wasn't scared to join no fraternity at all. I just wasn't trying to have I just wasn't trying at the time, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your mind not as understanding. You ain't understanding where it come. But as I came into it, I didn't just understand one fraternity. I made sure I knew everybody. Like, that's the thing people don't know about me. That's why when some people are like, dang, bro, you know your history a little bit. But I stay quiet, stay on myself. I didn't get elected for these positions if I didn't have the mindset I did. And I wouldn't have joined a fraternity that I didn't have no understanding of. And I wouldn't have said no to other fraternities that I didn't have no understanding of. Yes, I did all y'all researches, not even just regular research. Like, I did, like, bro, 45-minute documentaries, bro. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I was looking. Like, I had to make sure that I wasn't just doing nothing just to be cool, to stroll. No, I wanted something that was going to help me in the long run. And so I chose the best decision. And I firmly stand on that.
Which, by the way, we got somebody on here that we used to always appreciate that you played in the band. Chaser, let me tell you, me and Dez used to love watching you play in the band.
I ain't gonna catch Chaser, bro. You be going crazy on the show,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Nobody tells
I ain't gonna
that
hold
man
you.
Got sauce, bro. That man got
I ain't gonna hold you.
That
we
man
used to love, look,
crazy.
after the ball games and study
he
sessions,
didn't even
like,
know,
yo.
He didn't even know that.
He didn't even know
that, bro.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Since you said it was, Yeah, bro. We used to talk about you in the study session. Be like, yo, who is that dude playing the cymbals?
Who is that dude on the cymbals? Going crazy, bro. He going crazy. He going fed. Bro, Chasen go crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Chasen cool as hell.
Chasen, wait,
see,
can you just come back?
Chasen cool,
come
bro.
back and play one time? Because we missed you last year.
I'm
just asking.
I forgot all about that.
I'm not an SGA no more, so I can't really ask as a request. I'm not an SGA no more.
Charles,
but I'm just saying, can you just come back?
We're gonna put them on live for a solo assembly.
Okay, bet, perfect. But just because I saw you say what's up, I just had to say that. We used to always appreciate.
Well, yeah, man. Who else is going crazy? What?
But is there any more questions you would like to ask me, man? I know you asked me that. Look, go ahead and ask me another one. I'm ready for it.
I feel you, but this time we got an actual homecoming. Charles will be there. Don't let him tell you he won't. What you ducking for, man? He's gonna be there a day at least.
Okay.
He gonna get a day up there.
Yeah, I will be at. I will be at homecoming.
Bro, money good. We'll get you up there, bro. You know your family.
But man, to close this thing out, man, I appreciate you.
For sure, bro.
Let me first say thank you for our friendship and our brotherhood for 3 years now.
Thank you for staying real, bro. The mindset out the gutter, bro. Thinking about the right ways, bro. Because we some kings, bro. We're not just men. We some kings, bro. Some kings,
bro. Because that initial conversation that night, I took it with honor. I really appreciated that conversation because I was hurting that night.
But it just,
I was in a
meeting you showed me that there are men out there with their heads screwed on the right way. Like that's what I'm telling y'all, bro. Men and women, everything glitter ain't gold. You got to get to know somebody because you will put yourself in a situation trying to flex and thinking you this and that, and then time comes and true colors do show. So
that's
we actually need to have a conversation with somebody, not just a conversation because, like you said, for example, like when meeting significant other trying to vibe with somebody, of course you're gonna hear everything you want to hear, bro. But I'm telling you, over time you will actually see. And I actually seen that Charles is a real person that I can benefit from, and I can actually understand that he's a good guy that actually got his head screwed on straight, and that made me want to do the right thing as well. Like I don't want to I'm promise you, like I just refuse to not live up to the full potential that we have, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep doing things, whether it's little things, even things like this. Stuff like this can motivate other people. Like, they probably just didn't even think, how close. They probably didn't even know we was really this close.
Yeah. But like, we are close. We are close. Like, look, the beautiful thing, I knew when we was close when I got to talk to moms all the time. How you doing? You doing good?
How you doing, Mom?
I'm doing yeah,
one last topic, but man, I never got to say thank you for, bro. There was an incident, a shooting on my street when I was at school, and my mom had to call me about how bad it was, and I promise you, bro, I was about to hop in that car and go full home. I was hot, bro. Like I couldn't think. I was shaking. I was hot. Man. I was crying. This man helped me through all that, bro. Like I thank you again. You helped me, bro. And I help you. And I appreciate you so much.
And you know what? To talk about that a little bit, I told you, your biggest gift is you being here, and your biggest gift is now you having the ability to get your mom out that neighborhood.
Right.
And you looked at me and you said, "Bro, you're absolutely right. That's why I'm here." Because you could have went home.
She said, "Don't you come home? Yeah. Don't you come home? You better stay in school." And that just when she said it like that, but it just hit me so different. Yeah,
because she knew, and I knew. I knew as another man, not just as a man, but as your brother, what you would do. Because I knew what I would do if my mama called me and said that. Bro, we about to go. We going to jail. We going, and I knew that. And I saw that real, and I saw your real anger. I saw you get mad that night, and I said, no, because I've been there, and I'm going to do what somebody else would do. I'm going to pull you in the room, and we sat there in my room, and we sat there for what, hours?
Boy,
hours, and
I needed it, bro.
and I just said, bro, you good. You good. I said, I promise you, your breakthrough is on the way. Your breakthrough. You're not here. You're not here for no reason. You're not here at Livingstone for no reason. You're not taking these classes. And I know you upset, and you was upset at your mama for saying you needed to stay there. You was upset with her. You was really upset with her. And I said, but you have to understand why she's saying that. Yeah. Because she sees the other side.
Right.
And sometimes as people, not just as men, but as men, women, we don't see the other side of what that wisdom is telling us. And that's why sometimes we have to sit for a minute and say, let this wisdom settle in for a minute. Because if we let it settle in our spirit and let it set, we'll understand, okay, they clearly got a better mindset of what we need to do, where we need to go. You did that. The same thing I did for you, you did that night for me when we met. You gave me wisdom. You like, hey, bro, what you out here listening to Marvin Gaye? You probably the only dude out here listening to Marvin Gaye. How old is you?
You told me when you told me, bro, I ain't even look at you no different. I was like, dang, bro, I'm only whatchamacallit. Like, I felt like I was left out. People used to always like, nah, man, like, nah, they never like. What'd you say?
So I had to do the same thing for you. Because if I would have let you go, I knew it was going to happen. And I would have felt a regret knowing I could have helped stop the situation and from making a bad decision. So the regret
a long-term decision.
A long term. And that's like that bridging the gap thing that I talked about. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't. The bridging the gap.
I think I subscribed on YouTube. I'm going to make sure to.
Yeah, all I did was bridge the gap. You had a gap that was missing, and I had to bridge it. That's all I was doing. It was nothing major that I was doing. I wasn't being no hero. I was just there at the right time that you needed. That's all. And that's how we have to do people. Is sometimes we just got to be there for people, even if it's not our friend or we ain't gonna be cool with them or none of that. Sometimes the best thank you is the thank you that you don't even get. That you just help somebody and you just go on about your day and say, I don't know how this is going to help them. I don't know how this situation is going to turn out, but I'm going to help them. And if I sow a seed, I sow a seed. And that's what's wrong with sometimes church people. We try to sow a seed and see if it grows. You try to sow a seed and sit there, let me see if it grows. Well, if you sit there and wait for plants to grow, you're going to be sitting outside for a long time waiting for them plants to grow.
Same with relationships.
You're just supposed to sow a seed. You're supposed to watch over it. You're supposed to care for it and help it grow. You ain't supposed to just be, let me see if it's growing. No. And that's all I was, man. That's all. I didn't, because I saw that emotional anger. And that was because mama, you said, no, that's mama. Hold on. Oh, that's mama.
You trying to tell me stuff. I said, but that's my mama. What's you talking
That's mama.
What up, Trey?
And I looked at you and I looked at you dead in your eyes and I said, I know that's mama.
Yeah.
I know it's mama.
Yeah, that's when it humbled me, because that's when I actually humbled myself. I was like, wait, man, I got my mama still. This man is telling me this stuff. Like, bro, like it just instead of me just getting upset when you telling me that stuff, it just showed me like, man, this man is like, bro, this man different, bro. Like, he's telling me like to be humble about this situation, and he's a soldier, man. Because like I said,
I totally got it. Because you
tell me that
the next day, I looked at you and I asked you, I said, you good? You said, honestly, bro, I'm just here. And I was glad you was honest with me, because you was emotionally feeling pissed off. And I understood it. I said, he got a right to be mad. And I looked at you and I said, if you mad at me, I understand. Because I get it. Because I stopped you from doing something that anybody's supposed to do. Go defend your mama. But your mama told you better. So I heard your mama say it, so I'm going to try to help your mama just a little bit and tell you to stay here.
That's a real one, bro. That's why, bro, I promise you. When it came to the table, when your name popped up to the table, and I found out me and Derek was gonna be DP ADP. I already knew. Oh, Daryl, yes, I love him. Like, I'm not saying that because that's my guy. I'm saying that because it's a mindset. Like, for all y'all who, you know, interested in any fraternity, like, some people might just look at you just for the looks. But I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna look past your looks, man. I'm gonna look past all that. I'm gonna see what you can bring to the table, how your mindset is. What, like, do you actually really feel like trying to be the better version of yourself every day? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, we all deal with so much. People say it's a dog eat dog world. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to eat or be eaten. But, man, at the end of the day, if you don't got a mindset to help your own self, then I don't know what to tell you. And if you ain't trusting God, you lost.
Yes. And so that's why, man, I was grateful. I've been grateful to have this relationship with you, man, and this friendship and this brotherhood.
Facts,
and you family. You family to me.
People don't know
because
all the night. We was just kicking it together, bro. Like,
all the long nights, all the long conversations, and it wasn't about females. It wasn't about sports all the time. It wasn't about.
You don't even gotta talk about.
It wasn't about that. It was about.
They know what we talk about just from how we talking in this conversation, bro. This is not no just made up live thing, bro. If we was on FaceTime, I promise you the conversation probably would have been the same way. Like, y'all don't understand.
So
you gotta have a different mindset.
This is how I know me and you was gonna have a long time friendship, is because you asked me, well, what you want to do with this political science? I said, well, eventually I want to become president. And you said, wait, what? Say that again? I want to become president of the United States. Yeah, you say that again.
I was like, bro, do it, bro. Like, what you talking about? I believe you. Bro, go crazy.
But what did you say? You said something to me that really shocked me. You said, "Man, you're the first person to say something like that."
Bro, yeah, I swear to God, bro, you're the only person I met that ever thought about wanting to really seriously run for president, bro. And people on the live probably be like, "What? You really think that?" Yeah, I had the same reaction. Like, I'm dead.
Yeah, serious, like I flat out looked at you and said, "I want to be president of the United States."
Right now, I got a good mindset. My mindset only gonna grow, but right now, I ain't thinking about running for president, like, bro. But for you to actually step up, that makes me want to step up more. That makes me like, man, one day I probably can. You feel me? Like, it ain't no problem. Yeah. If I put my mind to it, I know I will do it. Like, it's like, yeah.
And then we went on and had an hour conversation about it, and then you started to realize, okay, he actually knows. Wait a minute, I see what he's saying. Okay, he knows something about the politics.
This man, he know what he's talking about, man. Y'all don't take it for granted, man. I'm telling you, people be taking it for granted, man. They can tell you, man. You just don't know, bro. Missing out on blessings, trying to flex for a female who ain't worried about y'all, man. Or flex for a guy who ain't worried about y'all. Stop worrying about these little flesh-like things, bro. It's temporary. Get your mindset right and focus on the bigger picture. Because I'm telling you, like, people gonna try to say I switched up. Okay, cool.
You ain't switched up.
Okay. I got bigger things to focus on. You feel me?
You know what? It's funny that you say that, because I had a lot of people ask me, after you crossed, how's you and Dad's relationship? It ain't changed. It ain't changed a bit. It didn't change at all.
Not a dime.
I said, to be honest, I said, to be honest, they got a little bit more tense. It got a little bit more, because now I can debate with him a little bit harder, because now I know he got to have a stance on something. I
ain't gonna lie. When I hop on a live with you, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I gotta be ready. Like, every time before we get on live, because, bro, you be coming with some curveballs, like, man. So you be coming with some off-topic questions. I be having to ask Charles, okay, if we going live, what we gonna talk about, bro? And then we always go, like, around the world, but we get around everything and plus more, plus 1,000.
Yeah, because
I be trying to get it short for y'all, but listen, when you,
I like stepping on toes.
That's my guy.
Because let me tell you, do you remember the day? Okay, so it's a funny story.
We're going to end this soon, but.
You remember the day? We're going to end it on this. We're going to end it on a funny note.
I got you.
So you remember the day I walked out the calf and I just went plumb off because I didn't like the way the PV was? And you pulling me back to honest, telling me, bro, come on. Why are you going off? And I just kept saying, bro. And what did I say? What did I say? We're better than this. I said, we as leaders on this campus, and I'm not talking about just student leaders, because every student at Livingstone, you have leadership in you. So I ain't going to sugarcoat you and say, I ain't in student government. I ain't no royal court. You have leadership in you. It was embedded in you before you was birthed on this earth. So you have leadership in you.
Talk your stuff, bro.
You got leadership in you. So I don't want to hear all this, but I ain't got no leadership. You got leadership in you. And I just went plumb off because it just didn't make no sense to me. And this was right before homecoming. And you looking at me like, bruh, come on. And you pulling me back to, bruh, why are you going off? Come on, bruh. Leave it alone.
But now, bro, I'll be doing the same thing. The same things I used to pull you back from, I got people pulling me back from now. Because I come outside and I see something, I'm like, bruh, who does this? And if people are like, you can't, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you do stuff like that, you're not gonna like me as a person, because like I said, I'm not a slacker. I don't go for slack, and I got OCD. Like,
oh yeah, we kept our rooms clean. Yeah, we kept the rooms clean.
Rooms spotless. Stop playing with it.
Rooms clean. Well, we got the rooms clean. Now we ain't gonna just call the rooms stay clean. But no. But thank you. First off, y'all, thank y'all.
Y'all want to say what's up to Charles? Yeah, come say what's up to my frat, man. I got to introduce you to these little knuckleheads. You gonna know, just looking at it, you gonna know they be getting on my nerves.
Shoot, what's up? What's up?
And this my nephew.
How you doing?
This my nephew. This my sister's son.
What's up?
What's up, man? How you living?
Good.
Yes, sir.
You good?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Y'all, first off, thank you so much for joining us on Beneath the Surface. This is the start of the podcast. We got so much more coming. Thank you to this first guest. It was cool to have you the day after my birthday, because I was thinking of somebody. I was like, who can I have to make this thing go right? And I said, you know what?
Big 30, bro.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm blessed.
I was blessed on your 29th, bro. The day, like,
you was. So it's a blessing to see 30 years of life.
Big blessing.
Thank God. Thank God. I thank God for grace and mercy,
this, bro. But hey, when I'm 30, hey, I love y'all like these dreads, but I'm gonna be buff and bald. I'm gonna look like a man.
Don't do me. Don't do it me.
You laughing, bro? I'm gonna look good, bro. I don't know what y'all talk about. I'm gonna have my tattoos. I'm gonna be swole, be on the beach chilling, because I'm a black king. So I don't care how y'all say it. I'm gonna look.
So thank y'all to everybody, to the birthday wishes on everything from Facebook to Instagram to everything. Thank y'all so much for the birthday wishes. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. I know this hour is late, but we do appreciate y'all for joining me. It's your boy Charles with my guest host, Mr. Desmond, Mr. Junior, Mr. Phi Beta Sigma, Mr. Everything else. Y'all, he got so much coming to y'all. Livingstone College world, we got so much coming.
We going up.
Y'all remember this brother. Don't get on.
It's finna go up. Y'all finna be like, dang, you always doing something. I'm finna make myself always doing something. Like,
so I'm just gonna leave y'all with this little nugget that my granddaddy used to tell me. Thank you, granddaddy. Get on the train before the train start rolling.
Hold on. You gotta say that one more time. Come on, bro. Hold on, bro. I gotta check these little boys real quick. Hold on. Bro, you see me on the live, man. You just met him. You was on a good note. Don't cut him off again. Go ahead, bro.
I'm going to drop this nugget. Please get on the train before this train start moving. Don't be trying to get on talking about, hold on, wait a minute. I'm trying to, we want everybody to get on this train. Get on your train.
Get moving. Look, get your bag.
Let's get on the train.
Get your bag.
Get on the train. So you can get this thing moving. Support this brother. Be part of this. Back this brother up. He can't do his job without the student body. He can't do his job without the community supporting him. He can't do his job without the haters hating. We need all that.
We need it.
So we thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. We out. Des.
Love you, Mob.
I love you, brother. Love you, Mob. Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. We thank you.
Incorporated.
Yes, thank you to all the frat. Thank you to all the brothers. We are out. We signing off. Y'all be blessed.
Peace out.
Till next time. We'll see you again soon.